That's Shani and myself, and we're going to talk about things that will make your world go boom. And once that fun is over, we're going to go and have a Coruscant Mega Seg right here.
Starting off.
Yeah, Shane, he brought it
already.
he put it in the background. So do we drink when he points
God,
to it,
I
or
don't
just when
know.
he says it?
I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know. I'm so confused right now.
And the question is, do we drink the whole time because it's in the background?
I don't.
She may not be happy that she's here tonight.
Using it would make a person want to drink.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, so tonight's show, if you saw our little splash screen, kind of goes unintentionally right in tune with Kilma's show about the importance of knowing music and how to know music. But mine all came about from a website that I recently found that at the end of the show, we'll talk about the website and I'll show it to you. I thought it was really cool when I found it. But it all came about knowing music. So I asked the gang, please send me 5 songs that you think you know, like the back of your hand.
You also prefaced it, said we played it the most.
Well, I would guess if you would play it the most, you would know it. So you think there's songs you don't play often that you know better than you play often?
Yes.
I would have to agree with that statement. There are some songs that I don't play very often, but because of back in the karaoke days when I would actually sing some of those songs, I would know them better than probably some.
Okay, that counted. That counted. So I just basically, because I didn't want to leave you high and dry and just throw you into something. And yes, I am missing a ghost. I know that. Pac-Man ate him. Thank you for noticing my shirt. Thank you. I just got done finishing DJing an 80s thing like an hour ago. So I wore this to it. But I had them send me songs, and I'm going to quiz them on the songs tonight. And there's no winner because I'm out of medium shirts. So,
well,
and whoever wins it doesn't want to wait another year.
You guys can go and play your game. I'm going to go back here and do some practicing and just crank it up a notch.
Isn't it just this and you're done?
That's pretty much it. You're not a DJ unless you mix. Boom! I said it.
Well, there's no sync
All right,
button.
so I'm going to ask the questions tonight about these songs that you've picked and said that you know. And because Shani has just spent the past 3 days in Vegas working 20-hour days and then flying back, I did take it easy on her with the questions. But
No.
John and Dan, you are in trouble.
She won the last
She
two.
won the
She does
last
not
time.
get to get taken easy on.
No, this is like crank it up a notch. Oh, you're saying you're going to take it easy on her, and then you're not. I get you.
Her questions are different than yours, so it may challenge her, honestly.
Oh,
So-
no, I don't like that. Chat room, help me out. Text me.
All right, so thank
Can I
you for
phone a
bringing the
friend,
chat room
please?
into it, Shani. Chat room,
Text me, please.
Yeah. So chat room, since you're a little behind, feel free to play along and answer these, because obviously if you put them in the chat, they won't have the answers, because it's delayed a little bit. So feel free to play along with us.
Especially those of you on Facebook, because you are a little bit quicker with your stream. I think you guys are only about 3 or 4 seconds behind compared to the YouTube, which is about 16 seconds behind tonight. So there we go.
Wow.
Facebook.
Was that a quiz we were supposed to get answered or what?
I was just trying to yay rah rah the Facebook people. Because
Oh yeah, Facebook people. Hi. How you
Hi,
doing?
Facebook people.
Okay, so are you guys ready?
You guys can text me
Peter's
too.
ready. Peter is ready on Facebook. Oh yeah.
Is everyone ready to answer questions? All right, I'm going to start with John. One of the songs you gave me that you said you knew was Don't Stop Believin'. I want to know, was it Olivia Newton-John or Journey?
Oh, of course it was Journey.
That's what I
an
thought.
easy one.
But I just want to know if you were like, what? Yes, Olivia
Thank you.
Newton-John has a song called Don't Stop Believin'.
That's pressure.
All right. In the last show, John, this will be actually your first question. This is the first real question.
No.
Oh my God, I'm so...
I did my
I
first
was going to say,
question.
that was the first question.
I get the cheesecake questions because I've got...
The next one's easier than that one, I
Oh, well,
think.
then
now.
I'm okay for an easy question. Save
All
the
right, so I'm
tough
going
ones
to
for
push you,
Shane.
John. I'm telling you, John and Dan are in trouble. That's all there is to it.
Sure we are.
All right, in the, as you said, the album version of Don't Stop Believin', there is an intro. And in the last video you did with Kilma, we talked about counting. How many 8 counts are there before he starts singing? Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4?
4.
Okay.
Is that your final answer?
I'm going to say no.
No,
No, only John has to answer. You only have to answer the questions for your song. So only John has to answer this. So how many, John?
I think there's 4. Isn't there?
There is 4 8 counts.
I was going to say, I think it's a
long intro.
It's a long
I
intro.
don't know.
That's
play
why.
that
That's
at
why.
all?
Yeah.
I don't play that. I don't play like the real. I don't play
Yeah.
the original.
That's why
Yeah.
when I ask you
So I was
guys,
like, I don't
I wanted.
know.
When I asked you guys, I wanted the versions because I was able to find the version and then pick through what you play and go, do you really know what you're playing? All right, Shaney, this is pretty
God.
simple. You do, we all be working in the big cities that you and I work in. We have to do multilingual events all the time,
C.
right? Okay. So if I came up to
No,
you,
that was her answer. C. Whatever C is. That's what she just guessed.
No.
That's her answer.
10 is C.
So if I came up to you and said, "Hey, play that song called Slowly," what would you play?
Well, wait, where am I? It depends where I am.
No,
Music club.
I'm coming up to you. Me. I'm
No, I
coming
know,
up to
but
you.
it depends. Like you
Club.
said, if I'm bilingual, you said, wait, am I okay? So I'm already in.
Doesn't
it
matter whether you're in a bilingual place or not. I walk up to you
and say,
because
play the
we're
song
used to
slowly.
dealing with dealing with people from different languages and stuff. If I said play the song slowly, what would you play?
I say, so you can slow dance with your partner.
And
No,
Quick,
no,
Dan,
I
you can
actually
steal.
Would ask them what artist. I would ask when there's certain songs like that. I do ask which artist. I do ask that to my
remember,
to people that come up to
it
me.
isn't about
It's one
the
of the
artist.
songs that you put on your list.
It's not about the artist. It's about the bilingual. I said slowly.
Play the song slowly.
And I actually had this. This is the way they requested this
Oh
song.
my god! It is a song I put on my list.
Yes.
Song you put on your list.
Oh my god!
I even get this one.
What did I put on my list that like sounds like the word slowly? It can't be Despacito. That sounds like slowly. I can't.
It actually
Can
is.
it?
Yes.
Someone please translate the word Despacito.
Oh, because it's okay. Because
It is.
she's talking about slowly. We're doing it slowly. Okay. Actually, that's never happened to me. Nobody's ever said the word slowly to me.
I never
Really?
said he did. It was just a
Oh.
question.
I actually that was at the wedding that I
C.
did. That's the way they requested that song. Do you have that Spanish slowly song?
Oh, nobody's ever said that to me
Yeah,
because usually
yeah.
the people that requested are the people that are Spanish and they just
And they
say
know
the
what they're saying,
reggaeton
yeah.
or- yeah.
Compared to this.
So that's what I'm saying. So you have to know your music. So, like for the longest time, when people come up and ask for the Fast and Furious song, what song did we play? Oh, come on.
Fast
It's the
and
only thing
Furious.
everybody knew it by. Dance Kudo.
Nope.
No more.
no.
So
Nope.
they always called it.
C.
You got that Fast and Furious song. All right, moving on. Dan.
Hey, let's
Wow,
talk
this
about
is really not where I thought it was going to go.
let's talk
to.
about the
Dan,
songs that I would know, like Little Mermaid songs.
one of yours you picked, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Uh-huh.
Can you start that song without any drums? Can you loop that song without any drums?
I mean, but
Trying to remember the beginning of it.
Can you loop?
yeah,
like,
I mean, it'd be a weird loop of about 3 beats, but
It's actually 4.
he's got the little scream in the middle, in the beginning,
At
and
the
then
very beginning, because it's a dun cha cha dun cha, and you could loop that in if you needed to. It's about knowing your music to where if you needed to blend in the last video, those of you who watched the last video of Kilma, and you needed to blend that in some, that would give you a loop to bring it in. Where there's
I
no
must have a
beat.
different version because mine has drum.
This is, well, the drum comes in after 4, so it's 1, 2, 3, boom.
No, he screams and then
I'm gonna say no.
Nope.
I'm gonna answer
sorry.
for Dan.
So according to Facebook, Peter
can't.
mentioned
Sam.
Do I need to bring it up? Do I need to bring it up? Trust
I'm
me.
sucking
I went
today.
to the album version. That's all we're talking about. All right, back to John.
Yeah.
I
This
didn't
is
say
failing
album version
terribly.
in mine.
Oh,
I did.
Anyways, John,
Just gonna stretch here a little bit so I'm ready for this question.
Don't Stop Believing. I'm going to hit you with another Don't Stop
there
Believing
you go.
song.
Okay.
Back to the Don't Stop Believing.
All right. You talked about in the last video with Kilma about songs that don't start on the one beat. Does Don't Stop Believin', the first words start on a one?
No,
Drop it on the one.
it does not. I do.
That is correct.
You kind of led him with that one.
No, you could have asked that one. You could have said, "Did the first lyric start on one?"
That's one where if you're creating a loop, you have to create it before so that your one beat is actually split over what you're playing. Your loop is split over what you're playing, and you can do that. Okay, moving on. Shaney.
No, C.
Despacito.
Despacito. It's going to be my answer for everything.
This
right
one's
now.
really easy, Shaney, because
God,
they're going
I'm
to get
gonna get it
slightly hard. This
wrong.
one's super easy.
It doesn't matter. I'm still getting it wrong.
I might get
Yeah.
this
The
medium
song,
shirt.
if I said play the song slowly, but I don't want to hear the American, I want to hear the real version, what would you play?
Not the one with Justin Bieber.
Very good. For those of you who don't know, there is the original version that was written with Daddy Yankee. Daddy Yankee, is that right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Luis.
And Lewis, yeah. That was first, and
That
then
was
they
first.
Americanized
That was the one
it,
that
yeah.
I actually played
It
before
was
it even
back
got
in
popular.
February, I
Yeah.
guess, somewhere first of the year.
Before the song got popular at all. But now, like, if I play that at the club, like, that's the wrong version.
So
You're playing the wrong version.
which version are you
There's
supposed
the
to
right
play?
version.
Yeah.
Be
All
more
right, Dan.
specific next time.
Dan, don't stop till you get enough. Being a person who likes to scratch like I do, is there a scratchable intro somewhere in the first part of that song that you could take and you could scratch?
I don't know how to scratch, so is there a place where you could? Sure. Is there a place where
That's
I
what
could?
mean.
No.
Not a beat. Not a beat. I'm not thumping in a beat.
Okay, I don't do that. Can't answer something I don't know how to do.
I'll let Shaney. Shaney, is there one there?
And Don't Stop Believing, is there a point where I can...
Don't stop till you get enough.
Oh, Don't Stop Till I Get Enough. Is there a point where I could scratch at the beginning? Is that what you just asked?
A sample, a scratchable sample.
Yes.
Near the, what is the sample?
Doesn't
Go
matter
ahead.
if she knows. She can do anything.
But she can do it.
Give her a Fisher
I
Price
want to say
turntable.
no now, because it is. There is.
Oh, absolutely, there is. It's
Yes.
actually one of his most famous ones. It's where he goes, oh,
Yeah.
oh, and then it starts into the song.
Yeah.
So you can scratch that as an intro. Oh, ouch. Boom, da, da. Dan. All right, so we're back
So
to who?
you owe
John
me a
now?
lesson, and
Yeah.
maybe I can answer that question better next time.
All right, back to
You
John.
can answer mine. Answer my questions.
I
John,
gotcha.
in Don't Stop Believin', is there an instrumental break after the first chorus?
No, I believe it goes right in, and then there's not the larger breaks. I think are a little farther in.
That is incorrect. There is a pre-verse to the chorus.
Okay, I'd have to listen.
There's an instrumental break after the first chorus.
There must
called
be
a
a four.
pre-verse.
There must be a.
That's-
Is there a four major? Must be a 4 major break there then.
It's a
Where's-
one measure break.
is
It's
it-
2 measure break. Sorry,
It is
it's an
that.
8 count. Yeah.
That must be the spot where then I can. Okay, now I want to hear all you freshmen in the crowd go. That kind of a
It's
thing.
exactly a perfect point,
Yeah.
John. That is perfect. Exactly. All right, Shaney.
Just
This
glad
one's
to be here.
This. I almost sent you a song. I ran across the house song, and that was
you should have.
the lyric where it said, "I'm just glad to be here."
You should have just cut it for me on that.
I'll send it for you. Okay, this one's this one's down your alley, Shaney. All right, and it's gonna be. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you an easy way to pick here. We're back to talking about slowly. Within a 10 BPM range, 20 BPM, 30 BPM, 40, 50, 60, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. What BPM range is Despacio in? Or Despacio?
come on.
Did I just say Despacio?
Yes.
Despacito.
I 80, 86, 90, 92, something like that.
That's very good. It's 88. It's
Oh,
good.
see?
You got that one.
I
Good
was
job.
right.
89 for the remix.
And
That's
I
always like
realized
80.
after going through this today, I tried to pick out some stuff. I realized the version I play is really different than the original because the original one is so just mellow.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see what I play.
Yeah. All right. So we're moving on to who now? Dan. Is Michael Jackson in on the song "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough"? Is Michael Jackson
Yes, he is.
singing all the way
He's
to the
that
end?
close, it's not.
Is he singing all the way to the end?
No, there's a big break in the about 3/4 of the way through.
No, does he sing all the way to the end, the last sound?
No, fades out.
There is a loops all the way to the end. So you have a mix out in that song. So that's why I say about getting to know your stuff.
Yes.
But it gives you a point there. That's what I was saying about getting to know your music. You know, all that's a mixable point. All right, back to John. Last one for the Don't Stop Believing, then we're going to move on. I gave you too many questions on this one, John. But the album version that you say you play all the time, does it fade out or does it just end?
It is a fade out, and there are lyrics at the very end because they continue to repeat the lyrics at the very end of it. So as he's singing and doing his thing, then I have to go over top of that to be able to mix into something more fun so I can get the kids, everybody scream, and then we go into something else.
That is correct, John. I'm giving John. Is John's not tougher at questions? Are they not tougher? Is it me?
No, I'm just
Who's
really.
got the tough questions so far?
C.
I was going to say.
Shaney, we're going to continue to keep you.
Slowly.
We're going to continue to keep you in the bilingual community.
She's just happy to be here.
I know the answer to this one.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
La biblioteca.
Hola,
Hola.
Luis. Hola, Miguel.
Uno momento, señores and señoritas, por favor.
Lopitan.
The map. Oh, sorry.
Okay. If I asked you to play the song,
Oh, God.
remember it's me coming up and asking you.
Security.
Mi gente. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. How quickly would you have me thrown out?
Security.
I don't know how to ask this question to make it easier for you, so
Okay,
I'm going to
just do
challenge
it.
you.
Just
If I ask you to play a song called "My People,"
Yes.
what would you play?
And we're in the bilingual. I would
We're in
play
the
my hot Spanish song right now that even the Americans know. Do you want the artist? You want J
artist or
Balvin?
name,
Do you want-
whichever.
Oh,
There you go.
mi gente.
There you go. Very good.
One of my
Now,
cool
did you play the
remix.
Worldwide remix?
I do not. I have like about 4 other remixes that I play that are really hot.
You don't play the one with Pitbull on it? Come on.
I don't. I save that. For
I need
when
to get that
freak
one.
out.
I don't even have that one. I need to get the one with Pitbull. To me, it's like, okay, another Pitbull. It's like Taylor Swift. I swear to you.
Can't. Honestly, I can't play the one with Pitbull because it's not like if I'm playing it like in a reggaeton, I can't do the Pitbull one because that's not what they're asking for.
It's not the galloping beat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what they're asking for. So I can't. That's what I'm saying. Like I can't do it if I'm doing like a whole reggaeton salsa type set for them.
Okay, Dan.
Yeah.
The second song was "Shout" by the Isley Brothers. What's the first word of that song?
Okay, I think I know.
Hey.
Nope. Anybody else?
Is it now?
Well,
Nope.
It's not now.
John.
Well?
John got
Is
it.
it well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it well?
Yeah, that's it.
Is
Very
it?
good. John is kicking butt. I'm sorry.
I'm getting a medium shirt. Woo!
All right, John. John's second song blew me away that he picked it.
I might have
I
to.
didn't expect this from him. But he picked Tricky by Run DMC.
Yes. Love that.
How many beats before the first word, John?
So that's a great question because I've got it queued right to the beginning. So how many would there be? Maybe let's get this. There might be there's 4 or 8 beats. I'm gonna go 8.
It's 4.
Okay, so
It's
4.
that this heat is my recite. So
Yeah,
there's
I couldn't
4 in it,
remember.
which is again where I talk about all the different mixable things. That is a 4-beat loop that you could use to blend in somehow if you needed to. That's the whole idea of looking at these songs, of looking at different ways that you can grab these songs, stuff that you go, oh, that's here, oh, that's there. I'll use that. Tear the song apart. So we're moving on. Shaney.
C.
The
Pick
My
B this
People song and the Slowly song, are they in the
Can
same
we get
BPM?
out of like no disrespect?
Are they in the
to-
same BPM range?
Are they in the same BPM range? Yes, they are.
What do you classify the same BPM range? 10 within 10?
I'm going to say
Within
yeah.
4?
I'm going with the remember we're just for humor's sake blocking in 10s. 70 BPM, 80 BPM, 90 BPM, 100
So she get
BPM.
88 to 98.
Oh, okay. So no, well, it depends because the remix of the other one that I play is like 95. Mine's a 95 remix. So this is a 10. So this exactly, for me, it's exactly a 10 BPM range because this is Mi Gente, what I play is 105.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a 10 BPM range for me.
What you explained there was perfect for exactly what I wanted to point off because stock version 88 for Despacito and 104 for the other one. But like you and like I said, when I took a look at the ones that I play, I'm like, they're all right around 100.
Yeah.
So they're all there.
Yeah.
So that's something
I actually
to look
don't even
at.
play it in the same set. Like for me, just so you
right.
guys know, for the chat room, I don't even play that in the same set because now both those songs are so crossover. I can actually play both of them in my crossover sets because both of them are like so popular now on both sides of the track.
And the other one that Jay Blavin's got out, what is it? Because he has two that I'm playing right now.
I don't know. I could play all his. So I couldn't tell you.
Anyways, yeah, those all kind of go together. For those of you who aren't into the modern stuff, I guarantee you we playing some.
You playing Safari?
No,
Safari's hot too.
It was older than that.
Older than Safari. Safari's really hot. That one's with Pharrell. That's a hot track.
Yeah, let me find it here.
Hey Ma. You're playing Hey Ma with Pitbull?
I have played that one, but it is Ginza.
Oh, okay.
If I'm even saying that right. That's when I'll usually put that in there with a little reggae. These are all songs that if you follow charts of modern people.
Safari's a good one too, and that's 100.
Yeah.
Like Safari's about 100, and that one's a good
So exactly what she explained about BPM. This is all about knowing your music. She knew that she could put those in the same range of the versions that she has. That's why we're talking about this, knowing what you have. All right, Daniel.
I get a BPM question?
No.
No, he does well with those.
If I walked up to you,
I was like wanting one.
Right.
If I walked up to you and said that I want the version of Shout that was played in Animal House,
Otis Day in the Nights.
Who would be sick? Oh, very good. Say that again.
Otis Day in the Nights.
That's the one I play.
I don't know. I use the Isley Brothers. I like it. The Isley Brothers has a little bit more of a. It's just a little higher feel.
I think it's a better quality recording.
And there's also doesn't have the dropout. The dropout, I should say, is not as long in the Isley Brothers as it is in Otis Day.
Yeah, I talk on that one, and I get people like on the floor and stuff, and make them do things.
I have a twerk mix that right in the middle when they're down on the ground. It's twerk it out. Don't talk. No,
See.
And we played that one on Sunday
I believed
afternoons.
it too for a second. Then I realized he wouldn't have played it.
Now I got to make one. Okay. All right, John. On Tricky, is there a first verse before the chorus?
First verse before the chorus. Well,
I wouldn't.
Because most songs have a first verse.
I don't think
chorus.
that's. I wouldn't. That's not a verse. I wouldn't. I'd almost make that. I would classify that more of a bridge, I suppose, because
the pre-chorus.
A pre-chorus, yeah, something. It's
one of the songs that we talked about a while back when we were talking about different types of songs that start with the hook. That one starts with the hook. It gets you in really quickly.
Yeah.
So good job. Shani.
C. Are we at 10? Because 10 is always C.
We're out of language.
B.
We're out of languages now.
Right. Okay, thank goodness. I'm back to me.
Oh, so we're going to do numbers?
No. So if I come up to you, Shani, and said, play that song with...
7 checks all the levels of my mic. 7. Yes. So I'm just tired.
So if I come up to you,
yes.
So if I come up to you and said, play that song by Hazley, what would you play?
Well, the one just by Hazley, or the one that Hazley is featured in it. So I would have to know which
featured.
Is it a hot track with Chainsmokers?
These
Is it a hot track with Chainsmokers?
Remember, they're all ones that are in your list, Shani.
I remember the list. So I'm going to say, if it's not Hazley, if it's not a hot track that Hazley's singing by herself,
you pick the songs.
I'm going to say then it's with Chainsmokers, and to be closer.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Because people
remember the last I gave you.
People do ask for some of the most oblivious name songs. This is why I say get to know your music, because they will come up and ask you.
Well, that's
just like they asked John.
Hazley has a hot track right now.
She does have one, right? Yep.
That's why I was saying like by herself, or one for, as I'll say, all the white people can sing, because that's a song where my whole white dance floor sings the chorus.
All right, Dan, the next song you played would not have been my pick from this gentleman. You picked Boogie Shoes by KC and the Sunshine Band.
Oh, nice.
This is a simple question, Dan. If you had to take a restroom break, would you do it during this song?
Oh, heck no.
Why?
For me, too short.
Very good. The song is just about 2 minutes beginning to end. It's super short song.
Yeah. I actually come out. I go, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, into Boogie Shoes, into, from there, it depends on what they're feeling at that point.
Yeah. See, this is about knowing music. Dan knows. That's important. John, on It's Tricky, is there a mixable outro?
Yes.
Let me
Yes, there is.
I should have rephrased that a little bit better.
The lyrics end, and then it has a continuation of
full out outro.
Would it
Very
be
good, John?
I don't know if it would be considered a loop, though. Would it?
It's an outro. It's I think two or four 8 counts of it out minus lyrics. So you know that there is an outro, so you know it's mixable. Dan.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So John, what's the score, John? Awesome. John, what's the score?
I don't know, but I'm winning.
I know, that's what he wrote. He wrote that in chat, so I want to know what he thinks the score is.
Well, I know I've only
I'm losing.
I missed one, so.
Give me a BPM questions. We're going to rack the field. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I don't know if I have any BPM questions for you, Dan.
Probably not.
All right, Shaney.
C.
In the song Closer.
Yes.
What's the first word that they say in that song?
Well, baby? Is it baby? Is it hey?
It's hey.
Hey.
Which is a sampleable thing at the beginning. It could be hey, 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 da 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 da. Knowing your words. You don't even have to do the intro on that song. You can drop in on a cut on that. Dan, where were we at? KC.
Mm-hmm.
Boogie Shoes. Does it fade out, or does it just end?
The version I play has a cold end.
It has a cold end. Very good. Which you could, if you wanted to mix hard, you really could figure out a way to mix, but it doesn't fade out like the other one that we were talking about with John. There is an actual ending to that song. So good job.
I'm looping looping, but I'm bringing in on an intro into whatever I use, so that.
So how many did you get wrong, John?
I've got one. I had one that I missed.
Okay, now I'm giving you a second wrong one.
Okay.
Because one of the songs you chose was Remember When, Alan Jackson. So that's just wrong. So you get that wrong. Moving on to Shaney.
Hey.
Because you realized that means he was going to have to look up something about country music.
That's right. I'm not playing that song.
And it's a slow song, too.
Shaney.
Hey.
The not any remixes you have.
Nah.
The plain radio version of Closer. Can you rock a dance floor with the radio version?
Yeah, because everybody will sing it.
Can you really think you could rock the dance floor with it?
Yeah, because everybody will. It's a sing along song, so everybody can. That's the only. I'll be honest. That's the reason why I play it, is because it really is a sing along song. Most of the people aren't like, it's because it's not like a dance BPM. I mean, I have like 128 BPM that I do, but I actually don't play that version at the club. I play, the normal version because everybody, and I put it in the hip hop set because people do sing it. So to me, I can play the original version, the radio edit, because they want to sing it.
It's funny that you say about singing it, because the version I have is because I play videos.
Yeah.
Is I specifically picked the lyric version.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a really good lyric version video out there it's really cool. So that works. I wouldn't say it rocked the dance floor because there's not much of a beat to it. But this is perfect. Exactly why I'm talking about all this tonight is that Shani can take a song that doesn't have a crazy beat to it, and she knows where to put it and how to put it to still make it work on a dance floor. Every song is mixable, right, Shani?
Yes, correct.
Good.
You just need to know
Even
where
Alan
to put
Jackson.
it.
That's exactly that. I don't even know what you're talking about, Dan. Dan,
I could demonstrate.
You picked Bruno.
I could demonstrate.
He just pointed.
I need a drink anyway.
All right. Yeah, I think we all do after that. Dan, you picked Bruno Mars' Uptown Funk.
Mm-hmm.
I just ruined that question.
How did you picked
No,
Bruno
actually,
Mars?
I should have clarified. It's actually Mark Ranson.
That's
featuring
what I was
Bruno
gonna
Mars.
ask. That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah.
If I come up and ask you for a Mark Ronson song, what would it be? So for those of you who don't know, and we'll get back to more questions about that more, Dan. John picked a song that I don't know if I've ever honestly played before.
Really?
Color My World, Chicago.
Oh, nice. I
don't know if I've ever actually played it.
Yeah.
Does the song start with drums alone, drums and piano, or piano alone?
Just piano.
That is correct. You're scaring me, John. Shani,
yes.
There's actually a lot more questions for John than Shani, so Shani's going to get a little break here.
Thank you.
We're on to this one here, Shani. This one, I hope you know this one. If I said play me any song with the artist Sky Blue in it, what would you play?
Play me any artist. I mean, any song. I'm so scared right now. With the artist Sky Blue.
Yes.
Is it Sky Blue or Skylar?
See, you're getting me on no sleep right now. I don't know who's. Any song? I honestly don't know.
Dan, do you want to go for it? I think you know the answer, Dan.
I mean, you're talking about like Skylar Grey? I don't know who.
Oh, that's why I went there.
Sky Blue?
Think of another artist where the artist's name sounds a lot like Sky Blue, because they're partners in the song.
Did I give you one of these songs on my list?
Yes, every question is coming from the songs you gave me.
Oh, Sky Blue? I honestly have no idea like what sounds like Sky Blue.
His partner in the song is named Red Food.
Oh, yeah. There we go. I know the song now.
Okay, first of all, nobody would come up and say that to me. Sky Blue, okay? Nobody would. A lot of times people even don't know the artist. They know like they would mess up on the name of the song instead of the name of the artist. A lot of people don't know names of artists.
Just throwing it out there.
So nobody would say Sky Blue.
LMFAO's two artists are Red Foo, which he's been at the DJ Expo, and Sky Blue. Which
is funny that people know Red Foo.
Yeah.
But they don't know Sky Blue.
That's why I picked that one, because it was
Red Foo and the other guy.
Yeah, Red Foo and the other guy. All right, so moving on. Dan, what were we on with you?
UFO to me, but not Sky Blue.
We were on
Uptown
the
Funk.
Uptown. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
What song did I pick by LMFAO?
Shots.
That's what I would like to know. Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, is Mark Ronson in the video of Uptown Funk?
I don't know if I've ever even looked.
I'm 100%. 100%.
I'm glad you're 100%. I've never seen the video.
Oh no.
I'm 100%.
So
this one I could say
go
100%.
with Shani.
So please,
and
I'm
say,
100%. I would not say 100%
yes.
if I wasn't.
Yes.
That one I could say 100%.
He's in there. In fact, the first part where he goes at the beginning, that's him singing that. Back to Chicago, John. We're going from Shani in Chicago to a song about Chicago.
From Chicago.
In Chicago, I don't know where I am right now. I'm tired.
How does the song start, John? We're say the piano. Where does it go from that first piano?
It has, I believe, 8 measures. And The drum will kick in after, what, about 8 beats in?
Actually, it's an odd one, John. It comes in 7.
7 beats.
You're talking about poorly counted things.
Yeah, it comes in somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
And then it continues on, and then the
4
lyrics,
counts of drums.
the lyrics come in a little weird, a little bit farther.
So it's mixable.
Farther
John,
down.
you know this stuff. Good job.
John's a real DJ.
Yeah.
I do things.
This is what I'm saying, John. This knowledge you have, if you put it with about that much mixing skills, you'd be a killer DJ. You should think about maybe making that your profession.
I should maybe try that someday.
You should try that someday.
You should try that. Me, on the other hand.
Shaney.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Red Foo and Sky Blue did a song called Shots.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm actually gonna add two more questions to you. 2 more questions. Who's in it with them?
Did you not just hear my what? Okay. I just DJ'd with him in Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah, I opened for him for the pre-fight in Vegas. He's a really good DJ.
You could say his name any point now.
You didn't get my what? Okay.
See, other people in the chat room don't know that. Dave Chappelle.
I DJ'd with Dave Chappelle.
Okay.
He was talking about pancakes and stuff and playing basketball at Prince. No, Little John.
Little John. All right, Dan. Is there a mixable intro to Uptown Funk? Loopable, mixable intro.
Yeah.
What is it?
Sing it. Act it out with sock puppets.
That is our next. Our next show. Our next show.
That's the one I'm not showing up for, because we need to keep our viewers. It's crap. It's 1:15. It's 15 seconds. It's just a
should be an 8-beat
bass rhythm.
Good. Please explain to the people in the chat room what you just did.
That was a good. I have to give him a nice clap on that.
Tell the people in the chat room.
He gets a bonus point on that.
Yeah. Tell them in the chat room what you just did there in your head.
Take all my points.
So I mean, it's 1:15 is the BPM. I know it's 15 seconds of an intro. I was trying to remember the count and I lost it. But then I went to what I was hearing, and it's a bass line rhythm before it. Yeah.
But that's good that you knew the timing on that. So I like that. Good call.
Thank you.
Back up to John, Chicago. Since that song is different, John, than any of the other ones, I'm going to let you wildly guess if you can do it. I will let you either give me the BPM or the double BPM, because every song is mixable.
The BPM on that one is...
You can get a range. Anywhere in there is fine. I'm cool with that.
Okay, I think I know, because I played it a couple times.
Yeah. Is that one... Goodness gracious. That one's like I think it's about in the 55 range.
I'm going to say like 80.
Was it 80? Oh.
53, John.
Wow, I'm so
nice.
Yeah.
Doubled at 106. I would have picked a 106 song and mixed out of it or into it or something like that. Very good. John is killing me.
Why did I think it was 80? Color My World.
Because it's even
you're thinking Color Me Bad.
Seriously, even the stupid slow hip hop stuff now is not that slow. But that's good. Okay, Shaney, we're on to you, right?
Oh God, sure.
Okay. Is there a part of that song, Shots, that goes completely silent?
Yeah. That's when you have an MC that says every swear word on the microphone and tells everybody to put their hands up and jump around and everything else.
Very good. See, that's perfect. See, someone like me would just hit the air horn there, or the little John sample.
Let's go.
Yeah, boy, or something.
But not Shady. Shady's going to get on there and.
Oh,
I hold the mic like that.
MC 101 with
Shady. Everybody in the club. Yeah. Oh, you drunk. Yeah. Let's go. No. Yeah.
Where were we at, Dan? We just did the intro for that. Okay. Jan, and when you picked, I didn't expect. You guys just surprised me. I'm loving this. Let Me Clear My Throat by DJ Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a surprise too.
If you're playing the album version, which I presume that's what you said, even though I doubt you are, even though I don't.
Yeah, mine's not one of the weird. I mean, it's a live, but it's not the one live that I came across one time. So yeah, I'm gonna assume it's an album.
How does the song start? What's the first sound you hear?
I don't start it in the beginning.
The first sounds you hear. Because it's
Crowd
again about.
noise.
Is that the trumpet?
Very good.
What did he say? I didn't hear him say.
That's why I don't start in the beginning. It's the crowd noise.
It's crowd noise. So this is about knowing your songs. Going, don't just play don't look at the little waveform and go, oh, there's a waveform. Let's start playing there. See,
I
you
bring
guys are
it
awesome.
in.
There's several different places you can bring it in.
Past the first, I skip over over the beginning part of the intro, and start with the almost right where he says about like, let's hear it, let's make it. Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about with this show, about knowing your songs. You technically showed 3 places there that you could mix with the horns, you can mix with the first beat, you can mix with his words, whatever style you want to do, and it can be different every time. Good. You guys are awesome. I'm happy to work with you guys. I can say that now with all the way you guys are answering these. I'm so proud to be working with all of you.
I'm glad it took.
By the way, your homework for next week, MJ, is to come up with 5 songs yourself, and we get to come up with the questions.
All right.
How long will it take Megacy to load that song?
I just realized who we just challenged. Never mind. Go ahead.
Because I'm probably going to tell you what key they're in, how many beats it is.
Yeah, I got an experience when we were in Atlantic City of your memory, and I was like, wow. No wonder you remember everything.
Yeah, I just realized the other day, and I figured out I have 2 exact versions of Return of the Mac that have 2 different bridge lengths. And I use them differently now depending on how I want to mix. They're the same song, except for the bridge length is different on 2 of them. And I go, which one do I want to use now?
And I'm thinking to myself, when was the last time if I ever played Return of the Mac?
See, I usually go from Return of the Mac and use that bridge to mix in to back that thing up. It's a good they're in the same key. It's got the same work across depending on how you're doing it there. All right, so that was what, Dan?
Drop BPM. Anyway, yeah.
That was Dan's, right? No.
Yes, that was Dan.
So we're back up to John. Okay. John, we're on your next to the last one. We're still on Color My World. Does the song end or fade out?
It has. You probably consider it a cold end because the clarinet, I believe, goes and that's the end of it.
That's very good. It does exactly what you just said. Good call. You guys are kicking it. Shani, this is your last question.
Great.
Because I didn't have any more, so maybe we'll just make some questions up about.
I'm so happy to be here tonight.
We'll make some questions up if you'd like.
We're happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, so that'll be the next. Okay, no, I'm saving the last question for another round. The question for this round is, are you happy to be here?
I am so happy to be here. Can you not tell in my emotions?
We can. You can just see it exuberating from you.
See.
All right, so now on to Dan. In the song, Let Me Clear My Throat, he says freeze. How many times? I'm talking word. Okay, let me rephrase that. How many times does he freeze the song? Because he says the word freeze a lot in the song. How many times does he actually stop?
Twice.
Twice it is, correct.
I had drop out after the first one, but he does it twice.
That's what me. When I look at that song and go, is the crowd really into it? Do I go one more, or do I just get out of it then? Yeah,
I get out of it right then. And actually, last year, I'm looking for a new one to do this. I slam mix into something I used to use. Turn down for what? And so I would be freeze. Everybody would stop. I kind of count in my head to where he would come back in, and I would slam on turn down for what? And it.
Right.
Nice.
It was like pandemonium. But now I need a new. And I just
Hip Shake by Savage, because it's got that da 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 da. And it's a kind of a good crossover in there. See, again, about knowing songs. Where are we at? We're up to
John.
Okay, John, we're on your last song. Again, another one. I guess I should have expected you to do this because you do a lot of events like this that would take this. But you had Def Leppard, Pour Some Sugar on Me,
Nice.
the album version.
Mm-hmm.
How does the album version start?
Step inside, walk this way, you and me, babe. Hey, hey.
Very good.
Which
Very
gets,
good.
depending upon the crowd, sometimes gets cued out, and sometimes we play that over top of the song that was just playing. Depending upon
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. Knowing you just don't start the song the same every time. Exactly. Perfect. That's the whole idea of the show, is to show you different ideas. That Shani might play it one way, she might play a mix. I would definitely play a mix because I know I have a redrum of it. Dan may do something totally different. That's the whole idea, is that you don't have to do the same thing every single time. Shani, since we have more questions for everybody, wait. We're gonna leave John hanging on this. So John, we're gonna make you do another question here. So that leaves one question for everybody after that.
Okay.
Okay. So, how many 8 counts is the intro on that song after the words? The hey, and then does it start right into the song, or is there 8 count there? Or
there's at least 3. I think it's weird. It's a weird number.
It's 2.
Is it a 2? I thought there was beyond 2. They must. Throw
me like a bomb, baby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I didn't think it was that long. I thought it was longer than that. But
yeah, I've got my album version is at least 20 seconds, which would be more than three.
I grabbed the album version. Yeah, I grabbed the album version when it was marked as the album version, so 2. But there's so you know that's there to work with, or get or jump over, or get out.
Precisely.
All right, so I'm going to go in reverse this time, since John just did double. Dan, your last question of the night. I don't want to hear the DJ Cool version of Let Me Clear My Throat. What other versions are there? But I don't want to hear him for the whole song. What can you play me?
Thinking.
I wouldn't even know.
I'm going to give you a hint. He was at the expo. I got my picture
this
with
year.
him.
Well, I know. I mean, no.
And as far as I know, with the hip hop crowd, this version is more popular than
really
the one with just DJ Cool.
Really?
There's a version out there that was another live recording with Biz Markie and Dougie Fresh.
Oh, and that's more popular.
The hip hop people like it because it's like if you go with a general crowd, you play the other one. But if you're playing some and you're dropping some deep hip hop cuts from the 80s and 90s, definitely do the Dougie Fresh version.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's kind of different. It's different.
I do have a twerk version of it. I just looked it up.
Really? That's cool.
I totally just looked it up. I'm like, I do have a twerk version of Let Me Clear My Throat.
All right, Shani, your last question of the night is going to be hard. The two we spoke about, Red Foo and Sky Blue.
Yeah.
Are they or are they not related?
They are related.
Do you know their relation?
Yeah, they're uncle, nephew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whew.
Which one's which?
He didn't ask me that.
I'm asking you that.
I'm sorry, your questions don't count.
Hey,
your questions don't count.
Dog.
She doesn't get points, but I want.
No.
Don't dog
give me
Dan's
bonus.
question.
I want to be able to give you a bonus.
Don't dog Dan's question.
It's a 50-50 guess.
Red Foo is younger. That I could tell you.
Yep.
So I already knew that.
Who is their
Mr. Motown.
Very good. Berry
Thank
Gordy.
you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Name me another child of Berry Gordy who's had a famous song.
There's who had
Barry Jr.
Well, yeah. I always feel like somebody's watching me. That song with Michael Jackson. Do you remember that from the 80s?
Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, that's Berry Gordy's son also.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so and on to John, the last question of the song. If I wanted to get out of Pour Some Sugar on Me before the end of the song, is there a point where there are no lyrics that I can get out of it?
Yes, towards about 2/3 way through, there's a kind of a drum, almost feels like a drum solo there for a little section, and a person could bounce out at that point in time.
There is a 5, believe it or not, 5/8 count bridge, but it's broken up. Like John said, there's a drum section and there's a guitar section, and they're kind of close to each other, but you can mix out there if you want. You don't want to go the whole song. And that's all the questions. So who do you think won tonight?
John.
Well, you don't have a Bodak Yellow question for me.
That was on there, yeah.
I'm so sad that I have to play that song.
I play it like all the time here.
Yeah, I hate that song.
I messed with my kids at school last week because they said, do you play our kind of music? And I was like, what do you mean our kind of music? And I was playing devil's advocate with the kid on purpose. And then she goes, Bodak Yellow? And I just purposely tried to mess with her. And I said, did you say Kodak Black? Totally didn't get the joke at all. Like, didn't even close to get it. And I was like, because she was just like, he doesn't. And I'm like, and I turned to one of the kids and I said, she doesn't get I'm messing with her, right?
Well, what brought
Yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just helping the chat room,
Right.
It could be, yeah. For those of you who don't know the chat room, talk to Dan. He can get you all up on all the urban youth music that you need. Thank you for laughing, John, because the other two are looking at me and I'm like, did I say something wrong? All right, so this is the website I'm going to share with you that kind of got me thinking about this, and I came across this, and it's really fun. If you're bored and you want to look at songs that you think, no, if you because it's think of a DJ and you think of songs that you go, oh, is that an original song or did they sample or this or that? There is a site out there. I'm going to share it now. I think I'm going to get
sure.
The right
now
one
we
here.
Get the answers.
No, it's called Who Sampled. And it will let you know who samples. So I'm going to do Dan's song. Dan, what song did Let Me Clear My Throat sample from? We've talked about this before. Is that an original or was it sampled?
No, I know it was sampled.
There's an app too.
Yeah. And you do the search. Let Me Clear My Throat.
Betty, it was sampled an Alan Jackson song.
There it
at least
is.
Robin said I made her laugh. That I won. Thanks, Robin.
But you can choose any song you want, and it'll help you do that. Like one of the ones that I looked up because I could talk about how my mind works and I'm able to hold on to songs. I couldn't figure out what they were. You look at Katy Perry's new Swish Swish.
Yeah.
3 songs are sampled in that. So almost that whole song. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That whole song has got samples from another song. So what reason I bring this up, again, back to the point where we mix and we know our songs, is that you can grab songs like that, like the one song that's out right now, and I just blanked on the song. I'm blanking on it.
French Montana. Who does he sample in that song? Are you talking about Unforgettable with Santana?
Unforgettable, yeah. Yeah, so those are songs like if you know samples, you can go look at a song and go, oh, this sampled this, and you can mix them together, and it makes kind of a neat little mix sometimes. So stuff like that. That's why I say about knowing your music, how it's so freaking important, because you can have a tiny bit of skills when it comes to DJing, but know your songs and know how to put them together, and it's going to make you look way better than a person who can beat match every time and just beat match and just beat match and just beat match and just beat match. You're going to be creative, you're going to be fresh, and you're going to keep your crowd engaged. So that was my little experiment tonight. How did we do?
Pretty good.
Did you like it? I mean, anybody? Chat room?
Loaded questions.
I'm not gonna lie to you that I did give Shania a break because I didn't want to go too difficult, but apparently I did go more difficult than I thought. I thought she would just be rattling these off.
Yeah,
she's only had like 10 minutes of sleep over the last 2 weeks.
Honestly, I really have. I really have. When you saw my Snapchats, I only had honestly, I overdid myself this week and I shouldn't have done it. And I doubled down and I shouldn't have worked the doubles that I did in Vegas. And it's my fault. I thought I was able to do it and I didn't. But while I was gone, I don't know if anybody's seen, I don't know. I know it went viral here in Chicago, but I don't know. I haven't really gone on social media. But while I was gone, the spot that I DJ here in Chicago, I guess Ed Sheeran had a concert and he came to the spot where I normally DJ at, and him and Skrillex did like basically moved the DJ out of the booth and did like a whole 90-minute set. And I was like, sure, you go to my spot when I'm not even there. That's great. Thanks.
Well,
guys.
because they knew if you were there, they would never been able to take it
they
over.
They would not be getting that booth. That'd be all there would be to it.
You're like, listen, you can come here with me, but I'm staying in the booth.
Skrilla what? Skrilla what?
Skrilla what?
Skrilla boo boo?
You're like, I know people that are better than you.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
Yes, but
so
it was kind of cool that they did.
That's
that,
cool.
Anyways, but yeah, but I kind of overdid myself in Vegas, so I'm very tired.
Maybe that should be a show of ours in the future. Don't overdo it, because we can compare my last Saturday. Those of you who don't know, I didn't talk about it last week, but was it Saturday or Saturday? Yeah, it was last Saturday. I DJ'd 9 straight hours of 90s music, nonstop. So you can push yourself sometimes. I had fun with it. I mean, it was fun, but you got to know your limits.
Yeah, I definitely thought I knew my limits, and I thought I would be able to balance myself. And by the second day, I was like, "What did I?"
Sounded good, right?
Yeah, like it sounded like, sometimes like it sounds like, oh, I could do this and then do this because the fight's happening, and do the events and still be able to rock the corporate. And no.
You're not as young as you used to be.
We appreciate you being here tonight. I appreciate you joining us.
I'm just glad to be here.
I'm going to send that song to you.
Tennessee. That's my answer.
What?
10 is always C.
Always C. Always C.
Always
multiple
C.
choice. Always C.
Multiple choice. Wow. 10 is always C.
Oh, I thought she was starting into an Arrested Development song.
Yeah, seriously.
Tennessee.
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 I play that too, but no. No, 10 is always C in the multiple choice. See, John got that one.
That's the educational side coming out. And you'd think the active teacher would have gotten that. But then again,
you would think Dan would.
He's a math teacher.
That's because I don't give multiple choice questions.
Oh, you don't give. I was like, next time you do one, look at question number 10 and see how many people have circled C, because 10 is always C.
Oh, my kids will put C for everything, even if it's not. Even if it's like it's not multiple choice. That's okay. I didn't know the answer. I put C.
C.
Did I record all 9 hours? I actually didn't record any of it. I didn't even think about recording any of it, to be honest with you. I was just thinking, I'm going to make sure I get enough food all day long. I've got to handle it, because it was a bar crawl, so there was constant crowds in and out all the time, and so it was kind of crazy. It was, and the thing is, that isn't even the longest set I've ever done. I did a 12-hour set in 2009 from 2 p.m. till 2 a.m. So you can push yourself. That one was worse than this one. This one I prepared for, I was ready for. But as the show is ending, John's going to take us out. But if you guys have topics you want us to do for future shows, please let us know. I mean, seriously, because if you think this was a stupid show, I'm probably not going to argue with you.
Hey, wait a minute.
I come up with the idea. I'm probably not going to argue with you. I just thought it would be an interesting way to show you what you can do by knowing your music. So if there's something you want to see a show on, if you want to see a show where John, Dan, and I sit here and do nothing but get berated by Shaney, we'll do that. We'll
Don't
do that
give
if
them
that's
ideas,
what you want.
because they'll like that. They'll like that one.
Halloween's coming up next month, and I definitely think we need to do a show in costume, whatever your costume you might choose. But I think we should be forced to do that. and I think the people in the chat room should play along and wear a costume at home too.
Oh my goodness.
Mixing with Mega Seg can't be done, Jimmy. Sorry. The only thing you can do with Mega Seg is use it to prop open a door.
But if you're playing, because if you're playing the same exact BPM, right?
I guess if you want to say that, you could. Now, it has its own thing. Whatever, everybody like their own thing. I just make fun of it because it's something to make fun of. If you want to use it, it's up to you. I won't think less of you as a DJ, at all, for having it on your desk, ever.
Day and Night wants to know how advanced we are. I have no idea what that means. Okay.
how advanced we are.
I went to college.
C.
College graduate.
I mean,
I went to college. I went to college to play
degree.
song.
yeah,
I went to college to play songs.
I went to college for
That's what counts.
17 years, and it was the best 14 years of my life, man. All right, we're going to wrap things up. Thank you guys for being with us. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit different night. We're actually going to be doing a pilot of a brand new show that's coming to DJNTV, and that's going to be happening at 7 o'clock tomorrow night Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. That is going to be the Jeremy and Dave show. They're going to be doing their first episode tomorrow night. So if you're going to be join us an hour earlier, because we'll have Jeremy and David's at 8 o'clock Eastern. Then Ben Stowe and I and we're going to be talking about how to handle cables properly tomorrow night. That'll be at 9 o'clock Eastern. Then at 10 o'clock, Brian Red and I are going to be talking about some of the issues DJs have. Some of it's going to be perception. Some of it's going to be self-inflicted issues, what have you. And we're going to be talking about a lot of those tomorrow night.
Some of it's going to be software choice. No, I'm kidding.
No. Software choice is never bad unless we're using something that's not Mac related.
Oh, snapperoonie. Go with it.
So thank you guys for being with us. Thank you for watching on Facebook, on YouTube. If you have any thoughts, as MJ said, just get in touch with us on Facebook. You can find us. We're all there, and drop some ideas on us. We certainly appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow night. Good night, everyone.